Hey guys. The Midnight Sky music video was a whole vibe, and Miley's makeup look throughout that video just kind of made me go like, hey, you know what? Yeah. So today we're putting that on my face. That's the video. That's the whole thing. And I do have some Miley Cyrus related anecdotes from throughout my life that I will be sharing while I kind of do that, because I think it might be kind of funny. So yeah, that is what we're doing today. No, I did not do my usual intro for this video because I've decided that that intro is shit. So we are scrapping the intro for now and coming back to it at a later date. So just know that I'm glad you're here, I really appreciate you, and I hope you enjoy this video. So let's just get right into it. Okay, I just zoomed you guys in so you can maybe get more detail on these eyes. I do have some reference photos from the video so that I can get as close to this as I possibly can. So if you see me looking down at some points, it's because I'm looking down at my phone to make sure I'm getting this look right. And I'm not going to talk too in-depth about my technique here or what products I'm using. Of course, I will leave a full list of products in the description box down below so that if you want to look for what I used to do this, you can. I just kind of knew I needed to sit down and play with some makeup, and also seeing this look on Miley in that video did genuinely make me very excited. I really suggest, if you haven't already seen the Midnight Sky video, that you check it out. Of course, I will link it down below so you can watch it if you want to, because it really is just so fun. Honestly, Miley is such a queen. Is no one really gonna talk about how she directed that music video herself? And it's like a masterpiece. Like, that video is just fucking awesome. And she's such a queen. I know she's like a problematic fave for a lot of people, but honestly, I think she's grown so much and she's just so chill, and she is, if I'm being totally honest, and I'm sure I'm gonna get dragged for this, she's got to be one of the most talented artists out there right now. Just kind of watching her grow over the years and watching her kind of vision come to life over the years has been so fascinating, and I just really dig her vibe, man. So on that note, let me start with my first kind of Miley Cyrus related anecdote. I guess the first thing I really want to talk about is like growing up, how I kind of actually was told by a number of people that I kind of look like Miley Cyrus. I could kind of see where people were coming from with that, but to be honest, I don't really think she and I look that much alike. And that's no shade, because straight up, and also these were kids telling me this, and obviously Miley went through a few phases while I was growing up. So when people told me that, they weren't always saying it as a compliment. I think that for the most part they were kind of trying to tease me. But to be honest, I don't really care, because that woman has just always been gorgeous. Like, still. Nobody can tell me shit, and nobody can tell her shit either, and I think that's part of why I actually like her so much. So that's one thing. Like, ever since the days of like Hannah Montana on Disney Channel, I've had people telling me that I look like Miley Cyrus, which is honestly fine. I don't think I would ever stoop to insult Miley like that, but you know, to each their own. So it is probably understandable that I was quite a Miley Cyrus stan growing up. I was a big fan as a kid. I listened to a lot of Miley. Obviously I still do. But back in the day, okay, like I had a problem, okay? I really did. Anyway, so the next story I'm about to tell is so cute and so dear to my heart, but also I'm about to snitch on myself so hard. Like, I know I'm gonna get dragged for this next bit. So when I was 10 or 11, I was in like the 5th grade, my grandma actually got tickets for us to go together to see go to a Miley Cyrus concert. It was like the tour that she did where she was performing both as Miley and as Hannah. I think it was called the Best of Both Worlds tour or something. I think I still have the CD that came out as a result of that. So Grandma and I went to this concert and had a super awesome time. My grandma is just always the coolest. She was always making sure I got to do fun stuff like that growing up. But here's where I drag myself, okay? And I know people are gonna get so fucking flabbergasted about this. To this day, that is the only concert I've ever been to. That's right, Miley Cyrus is the only, like, performing artist type person that I've ever seen live. And that was when I was 10 or 11 years old. For reference, I am 23. I've not been to a concert since then. At least I've been to, like, live kind of performances in smaller venues, but I haven't been to, like, a concert on that level since then. And it's not like there weren't times growing up when I, like, wanted to go to a concert or something. It was like, it was kind of a thing for a number of years that I always kind of meant to really get into, you know, like I wanted to be there for the live music kind of scene. And I always meant to kind of go to these things, and I had friends who were into it, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, and it just kind of wound up never happening. And then I got to a point in the later part of high school where there were two things in life that I just really started to actively despise. One of them being large crowds that I can't predict or control, and the other thing being loudness in general. Oh no. Like, I for real cannot stand to be trapped in a space surrounded by, like, sound that I can't escape. It makes me, like, physically uncomfortable. Like, I can hardly stand to be in the car with my brother because he listens to the music on our stereo too loud. This is real. Like, it makes me want to roll out of the car. It makes me want to pop the door open and roll out into traffic. It makes me so uncomfortable. If I'm sitting out in a public space, like a restaurant or something, and the music's playing too loud in the restaurant, I'm upset. It really upsets me. It makes, like, I cannot stand that shit. So yeah, concerts are just not gonna be or like music festivals. Oh no, I've never been there for festival culture. I remember being in, like, my sophomore year of high school, and my friends were big into it and wanted to go, and I was just like, why? First of all, what are you even doing out there? Where are your parents? Second of all, just no. Like, absolutely nothing about, like, Coachella or whatever appeals to me in any way, shape, or form. I know that a lot of people are gonna be upset by me saying that and are like, we're like really bummed about all the music festivals and concerts and stuff being like canceled this year. And like, I get it. If that's what you're into, if that's your life, like, that sucks. I'm not gonna sit here and actually actively shit on that. It's just not my thing. My anxiety, the way my anxiety is set up, no thank you. I like to joke sometimes with my friends that, like, when we talk about stuff like this, that I'm basically like the grandma friend. Like, not just the mom friend, the grandma friend. And the reason why is that I'm just like, I'm not the person that you can call up out of nowhere and be like, let's go to the club, or like, let's go out tonight. Like, that's not me. I'm much more like, I'm such a homebody, and I'm always just kind of like, yeah, no, going out doesn't work for me. But obviously, grandma friend is not an entirely accurate description, because my grandma is super cool, and she took me to the Miley Cyrus concert. So yeah, to this day, Miley Cyrus is the only person I've seen perform live. Actually, you know what? The Jonas Brothers were there too. So, and the night that we went was Kevin Jonas's birthday. I remember that. This look is so interesting to me because it's like under different lighting and stuff. It looks so different in a few shots. So I'm just kind of taking the elements I like from multiple bits from the music video and smashing them all together. Oh, I should have left that inner corner more open because she's got like a gold shimmery inner corner. So I should have left that more open. Shoot! I'm really gonna pack that shimmer on because it's just not shimmery enough. Yeah, so she's obviously got some sparkles going on. She's got some straight up glitter on her lid. We're gonna try to supplement with some other stuff, and if I absolutely have to put a glitter on, I will, but it'll have to be later because I want glitter on me for the least amount of time possible. Maybe we can make that work. No, I don't know. I think I'm really gonna have to put a glitter on. Fuck. Really didn't want to have to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna pop off. I'm gonna do something about this skin, and when we come back, we're gonna smoke out the lower lash line and pop on a lip, and I'm also gonna tell you guys my last Miley Cyrus related story. Okay, brief moment before we continue so you guys can feel my pain. I dropped my palette in the midst of doing my base somehow, and this is not the first time I've dropped it. And it's magnetic pans in here, so a bunch of them fell out and I had to pop them back in, and I don't think they're in there in the correct order, and it's gonna bother me forever. So I'm gonna have to fix that once I'm done filming this, but just so you know, that happened. No, I didn't do anything crazy with my base. I kind of tried to go for the vibe she had going on in the video. You know, she's very minimal, not super glowy actually. She's pretty matte, just very sculpted. I more or less kind of did my makeup the way I normally would, but with some elements from her base makeup. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't get nearly as bronzy or blushy as I typically would, but I did give myself a pretty pop-in highlight. And she does have one in the video, it's just you can't really see it until she turns her head, which is, whereas I think if you look at me straight on, it's pretty obvious that I'm got a lot of highlight on. But whatever, that's how I like to wear it. So I actually used a combination of highlighters on my face, and those are both actually going to wind up on my eyes. So I used the Lilac Mega Beam Light Source Highlighter in the shade Celestial, which is a really nice, light, super reflective gold. And I also used the Catrice 3D Glow Highlighter in the shade Icy Glaze, which is pretty much a straight up white. So I basically used this guy as my base shade and popped this guy on top, and I discovered that both of these are going to be very useful on the eyes as well because she has a really icy brow bone highlight. So I'm going in with this guy first and kind of finishing off our upper eye. What am I saying? So before I move on to smoking out my lower lash line, I am going to pop this on my brow bone, like so. Yeah, I think that's fine. We just lost all of our natural sunlight. It is so overcast outside. What the fuck? Okay, now I'm gonna take my my floor shadows and put them on my under eyes. I'm going to be washing this makeup off immediately after I'm done filming this, so I think it's fine. So I'm gonna start off on the lower lash line actually with a little eyeliner. She's obviously got some depth in her waterline, but it's not like a straight up black eyeliner. It's like a deep brown, which is great. I love browns paired with like purple and pink and red tones. I think that they are a really awesome combination. I think they're really beautiful together. So that bodes well for me personally. So I'm taking this cream gel liner from Colourpop. This is in the shade Mr. Bing. It's a nice brown. It might be a little warm for what we're doing, but we're making do. It's fine. Did I just draw that on my eyeball? Wow, that felt so weird. That is way too warm. I love combining browns with these kind of tones on the eyes. I remember back in February, I did a look that was basically like, it was literally titled 3 looks for February. And I did like a nice, my eyes watering. Anyway, I did a look in that video that was like a halo eye using the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. Just really beautiful berry tones. I love those kind of tones on my eyes. And I paired them with a brown mascara, and I just thought it was a really killer combo. Like, I thought those looked really beautiful together. And also, I just love that kind of combination of colors on the eyes because my eyes change color, and when I do these kind of tones on my eyes, it turns them super green, and I love when my eyes look really green. So it just works for me personally. Very lightly running that, kind of wiggling that along the lash line too, not just in the waterline, because it does look like in some shots, and again, this look does look very different in all the different lighting setups that she has in this video. And it is possible they tweaked some stuff in between take, but it does look like in some shots she's wearing more eyeliner that's just kind of very, very blown out. So far this is not working very well. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I think this is working. I might need to re-intensify the brown in my waterline after this step, but I think that's fine. And unlike how I would typically do my lower lash line, which is I would like blow it out so far over my eye bag, I'm gonna try not to do that today because she's got a, other than this really tight liner situation, like in the inner rim of the eye and real tight in the lash line, she's got a very clean under eye. All the drama is up top, so I'm trying to stay true to that. But we all know I can be a little sloppy sometimes, so we'll see what happens. Wow, our lighting situation is so not the business right now. Anyway, let me tell you my last Miley Cyrus related anecdote. This one is also to do with a family member of mine. It's actually my dad. So my dad has worked in restaurants since before I was born, pretty much always, like for as long as he's been working. He's been in the restaurant business, and he was managing a place in downtown LA for a lot of years, like I think for like exactly how long I was in high school. Like he started there the same week I started high school in my freshman year, and he left around the time that I graduated. So yeah, about 4 years he stayed with this place. And it's just been a common thing for him over the years, running restaurants, to kind of have run-ins with celebrities and have celebrities show up in the restaurants to have lunch or whatever. And this spot in downtown LA that he was managing was a pretty poppin' spot for celebrities. This is so not me trying to brag, by the way. This was just a fact of his life and his job. Anyway, my dad came home from work one night and he brought me something, like a surprise gift home from work, and I was just like, what could you have possibly gotten for me while you were at work? Like, I was very confused. And one thing I want to preface this with is that it is not normal for my dad to ask celebrities for things when they're like, that's just not his, that's not how he operates. He wants their experience in his restaurants to be as normal as possible. I don't think it's really frowned upon for you to like ask for autographs from celebrities who come into your place or whatever, but that was just not how my dad was. My dad did not put anyone out there for like awkward interactions like that. Like, it just made him feel really weird to do that. But he came home one night and he brought me home an autograph from Miley fucking Cyrus herself because she had come into the restaurant that day. And it was just, it was like out of left field because he never did stuff like that. And so I was just like, okay, thank you, why? And it was so funny. He was so funny about it because he was like kind of irritated, you know, because it was just not something he normally did, but he kind of felt like for me he needed to, which is just like the cutest thing ever. My dad really is the cutest. Both my folks are. They might cringe hearing me say that, but it's true, you guys. Get over yourselves. You're cute. And if it bothers you that I said that, don't tell me, because I will tell you every day for the rest of your lives. Anyway, my dad was like talking about having to ask her for her autograph, and he goes like, I just felt so uncomfortable like asking this teenage girl for her autograph in the middle of my place of work. Like, he said something like, I felt like I looked like such a creeper, and it just made me and my mom laugh so hard. We were just like, oh, you poor thing. But it was so funny, and obviously I still have that autograph because you don't fucking throw out Miley Cyrus's autograph. Are you kidding me? And also, like, obviously I hold on to it not because it's of like what it is, but just because of the story behind it. Like, it makes me laugh, and it's just like, I felt like it was a very sweet thing for him to do, especially since it made him very uncomfortable, obviously. So thank you, Grandma Sue, for taking me to the Miley Cyrus concert back in the day. And thank you for my dad for getting me her autograph, even though you really, really didn't need to. And I kind of can't believe to this day that you did it, but I love that story so much. So thank you both. I'm gonna pop on my handy dandy Fenty Beauty mascara. And then the eyes are pretty much done. Oh, this eye is watering like clockwork. I don't know, man. I don't know how this is gonna go from here on out. was so weird. Okay, so now I'm gonna pop on a lip. And this part I'm so excited about. So she's wearing this red lip, and in certain lights it does look like it's like a blue toned red, but for the most part throughout the video, like looking at it, it looked like such a fiery, like scarlet red, like a really strong orange toned red, and I just think that that will look so killer with these eyes. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take like a true red lip pencil and line my lips with that to keep things kind of balanced out, and then I'm gonna go in with a very orangey red lipstick over top. Another thing though is her lips are very overlined in this music video, which I personally hate for me, for my lips, so I'm not gonna be doing that, and you can't make me. Now, again, the finish of the lips also looks very different in different bits of the video and different lighting situations. Sometimes it does straight up look like a matte kind of cream lip. Sometimes it looks like she's got a clear gloss on. Sometimes it looks like she's got a sparkly gloss on. I do have two gloss options on hand. I don't know which one I'm gonna go with. Dude, sorry, I fully forgot to pop on the gold inner corner highlight. That's very important for this look. So I'm taking my Lilac highlight that I used on my face in combination with that Catrice one, and like I used the Catrice highlight on my brow bone, I'm going to pop this gold highlight on my inner corner because she has a very prominent gold inner corner. This might not be intense enough, I don't know. I think this lipstick does make my teeth look horrendously yellow, but that's just a fact of life, so it's fine. So I do think I'm going to pop on a little bit of a clearer lip gloss. I'm just using my Glossier lip gloss that I love so much, and I'm just gonna tap it on the center of the lip. Why do I love this so much? I love this. This is so awesome. I actually love it so much as is that I kind of don't want to do what I'm about to do, but if I'm being honest, what this look is missing is some glitter. But do I need a glitter glue? Holy more of that came off than I was expecting. I'm gonna kind of, how does she, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna kind of scatter, oh god, scatter it. Oh, you know what, that's pretty. Maybe I'm about to eat my words. She took it all the way up here, kind of, oh. I'm kind of, oh god, I'm kind of taking it up into the crease area, kind of toward the brow bone, like creating like a diagonal from the center of the lid up, because she kind of has it all over the eyelid, and then it's kind of just scattered up toward the crease, kind of angled toward the brow bone. So that is what I'm going for. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, is there one in my eye? Oh god, I kind of felt it. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. I thought I felt a glitter in my eye. But yeah, that is the look. Let me bring you guys in closer so you can see it in all its glory. This is it. This is my version, anyway, of the Midnight Sky makeup. I'm actually really not mad at the glitter. It's not exactly like her makeup, but it's fine. I'm comfortable with this. Anyway, that is it for this makeup recreation type thing. There wasn't really a point to this video except to goof off and try to recreate the Midnight Sky music video makeup as best I could. I saw my opportunity and I took it, and I'm honestly so happy with the way that it turned out. I love this. I love this a lot. I straight up thought about like cutting my bangs for this video so I could kind of try to recreate her hair situation. Her mullet looks so good, okay? Nobody can tell me shit. She looks so fucking good. But I chickened out. I decided not to do it. I keep going back and forth about doing something with this hair, and I just can't decide on anything just yet. So I'm just trying to let it grow, But anyway, that was totally off topic. But anyway, I hope that you guys like this look. I'm super stoked about it. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Thanks so much for hanging out with me a bit today and taking the time to watch this if you made it to the end. All the products that I used on my face will be listed down below. I will also make sure to link all my other like socials and stuff where you can find me if you would like to. And I'll also link a bunch of other cool and fun stuff down there like I usually do, so be sure to check the description box before you go. Thank you guys so much for being here, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you back here for the next one. Bye!